Merry morning, and Moon Sweet friends. It is Moonwind Fairy here to do your weekend vibes general reading. So general reading just means if you happen to come across this video, there might be a message here for you. If not, I'm just telling stories with the cards. So I will also be taping your Feel Good Friday vibes tonight, because tonight is Thursday night. And I didn't get to your Thursday daily vibes because I was on an Outlander tour. I'm in Scotland, and it is so beautiful here. And our tour guides were amazing, and it was just amazing. Everything's amazing here. I think I'm going to move here. So anyway, let's see what's going on for this weekend. Got the Magician. As above, so below. Manifesting the life that you want. Six of Swords. Swords are our thoughts and our intellect. Two of Wands. Wands represent our energy, our enthusiasm, and our passion. The Fool. Got one more. Seven of Cups. Cups represent our relationships, our emotions, and our feelings. So what we got going on here is a lot, but it's good stuff. So we are going through some kind of rite of passage in our lives. That is what Six of Swords represents. So, and this has been cropping up a lot lately, and it feels to me like, you know, it's a new beginning. It's also getting out of choppy waters, smooth sailing ahead. Again, thoughts, swords are our thoughts and our intellect. So, but it also is a rite of passage. So we're going through some kind of time in our life, some kind of experience that we want to get away from negative thoughts, negative behaviors. We might want to be changing our lifestyle. We might want to be moving. And we got a lot of choices because we got Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups means lots of choices. It's also an indication that you might have some confusion but you want to choose wisely. So far, I'm getting the vibe is rite of passage. And with that, you know, it's like you've got a lot of choices ahead of you that you can make. So you might be kind of confused. Or you might be confused as to what's going on in your life. But you've got the Fool. It is time to take some risks and follow your bliss. It's time to go off on a mighty big adventure. So even though this feels confusing, you know, you need to take those risks. So in other words, say you want to quit your job because it's not fulfilling or whatever, or the job created a lot of anxiety, you know, a lot of negative stuff. So you're feeling confused, like, you know, what do I do? What do I do? Sometimes you just have to take the risk and follow your bliss. Like, what do you want to do? Because you've got the Magician. And the Magician is, remember your magic. You know, we kind of fall into these headspaces that limit our abilities. And, you know, the Magician, I can't talk. The Magician is basically saying, like, you can do whatever you want to do. You know, believe in your magic. Because it is time to start planning for your future. So I'm going to say, yeah, I think that how the story goes is we're going through some kind of rite of passage. Now, this could also be, you know, maybe some kind of illness. Although swords are our thoughts and our intellect, you could be going through some kind of mental health thing, some kind of legal thing, some kind of physical thing. that's felt chaotic. You're in a headspace, because swords represent our thoughts, in a headspace of confusion and choices that need to be made. Choices that need to be made, and you want to be sure to choose wisely, because you're planning for your future. That's the Two of Wands, is planning for your future. So you have to remember that you're magic. And our thoughts really do create our destiny. So if, you're constantly in this headspace, I think maybe the rite of passage is learning how to get away from the negativity or the negative thoughts. It could also mean rite of passage. This card also can mean help arriving at the perfect time. But ultimately, you're going to have to choose wisely. And, this could even be in a relationship. It could be anything. You're getting away from this. This is a new beginning. I think we had this last week. This is a new beginning. This is, getting away from choppy waters to smooth sailing ahead. But it feels like this weekend, we're really kind of getting, we've learned or we've experienced something that's kind of, woke us up to our right, it's been a rite of passage. Whatever negativity we're getting away from could cause some confusion, because you want to choose wisely and you have lots of choices. You need to start planning for that future and remember that you're magic. So whatever negative energy, thoughts, situation that keeps you holding back, this is like, make it happen. Although it might feel risky, but you got to follow your bliss. You got to take some risks and follow your bliss. Off on a mighty big adventure. So yeah, that's what I say. It's rite of passage. So whatever you're going through now, you want to be coming out of it. You want to make wise choices. You want to start planning for your future. You want to follow your bliss. And you want to remember that you're magic, that you can create the life that you want. All right, let's pick some more cards from this deck. King of Swords. King of Swords is very much, he's very controlling. He's very authoritative. He's very much my way or the highway. Now, and swords represent our thoughts and our intellect. So let's see what else we got here. My hair looks crazy. Six of Coins, well, Six of Pentacles. Because Six of Pentacles represent our hearth and home and how we make our monies. There needs to be a balance restored in the giving and receiving. This could be financially, emotionally, energetically, time. Page of Wands. Wands represent our energy, enthusiasm, and our passion, because it's time for freedom. It's time for you to get motivated and be inspired. And one more. Queen of Swords. Okay. Got the King and Queen of Swords. So, yeah, you got a lot going on. And I would say the King and Queen of Swords, so you might be needing to come away from somebody that's very controlling, my way or the highway, or somebody that's very cold and indifferent. The Queen of Swords she's off with your head's Queen of Swords. She is definitely not, she doesn't tolerate BS. Or this could be you, just having to control everything. And it's not working. And maybe you need to cut out the BS. Maybe you need to be a little bit softer and gentler to yourself. But it's a rite of passage for this weekend. And so you need to start playing. Well, you got a lot of choices. So you want to choose wisely, because you want to start planning that future. A future where you are feeling really motivated and inspired, and free spirit, you feel a freedom, because there needs to be a balance in the giving and receiving. There needs to be a reciprocity in your life. You might have to take some risks, but you want to follow your bliss. And remember that you are magic. So that's what I got for you. I'm going to say it's a rite of passage. And I think you're in a situation, Six of Swords is basically the base or the vibe for this reading. So you're getting away from either a controlling, very militant relationship, job, situation that, wasn't benefiting you. Or it could be your own thoughts, like, I got to do it this way if I don't. And then, you've got the Queen of Swords too. And she's very honest in her communication, but she can be very cold and very kind of blunt, like, yeah, this isn't happening. So she's off with your heads, Queen of Swords. She cuts out the BS. So I kind of get the vibe that you're creating your own negative thoughts by having to control a situation. And I think it's really time for you to choose. This rite of passage is like, get out of your head, follow your bliss. Your magic, make stuff happen. So that's what I got for you. I'm going to say this weekend's vibe is a rite of passage. And events, situations, relationships are kind of motivating you to move away from the chaos. And the chaos could be your own thoughts. And I feel like a lot of the thoughts are very controlling, it's got to be this way. And also Queen of Swords, off with your heads, like you're cutting people out, not a real, warm and fuzzy energy. But you definitely want to be planning for your future. You got choices. You want to choose wisely. And that's what the King of Swords does do. He does choose wisely. But overall, I think it is a huge rite of passage that has a lot to do with your thoughts. And so getting out of your head and just kind of believing in your magic, follow your heart, follow your bliss. That's what I got for you. Thanks for hanging out with me. You have a blessed and beautiful weekend, and I'll talk to you soon. Blessings and love.